it ain't nothing but me. Top boss, big nations. Yo, passport bro next door. Nations Village. Santo Domingo Este is the best place to stay when you're in Santo Domingo for sure. So we're going to go over a few key elements of Santo Domingo Este. Why it's the best place that I've stayed when I've been to Santo Domingo. Now, first of all, I saw more than one, but oh yeah, all of them at the airport. Pica pollo. Proximity and accessibility. Santo Domingo Este is, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes at the most away from SDQ Airport. And Santo Domingo Este is maybe 15, 20 minutes away from Aguro Mall, the Piantini area. It's close to the Teleferico, maybe 10 minutes away. When you cross over that bridge, you're like 20 minutes away from Boca Chica, Playa Boca Chica, maybe 25 minutes away from Playa Wandolio. So Santo Domingo Este is positioned very well in Santo Domingo to allow you to move within Santo Domingo freely, and if you want to go outside of Santo Domingo, you're gonna be closer. So those are all good things. The Airbnb that we had in Santo Domingo, it's in a neighborhood called Alma Rosa, and right now we're at the Ole Supermercado in the Alma Rosa area. The Pico Pollo that we went to, it was right across the street from this Ole. This Ole has a Caribe Express in there, and that's what we use to exchange our money. So this Ole, this was the only supermercado we needed for the whole trip, and it was a 5-minute drive away from the Airbnb. One of the coolest spots in the Alma Rosa neighborhood inside of Santo Domingo Este was this empanada stand. Now they got more than empanadas, but the empanadas was the specialty. And this particular spot, it's like a 2-minute walk, 3-minute walk around the corner from our Airbnb. And the owner, the empanada lady, she was real cool. She hooked us up with food. Then her man came and introduced himself. Cool Dominican brother. He has an auto detailing shop, so he just started showing us around. Giving us a little tour of everything that he had going on. So that's just another element of Santo Domingo Este. It just gives you the cool vibes. Yee! It ain't nothing but me. Hey gang, say gang, if you watching this right now, like the video, drop a comment below, share it with friends, family, and a foe, and tap that subscribe button to become a part of Nations Village. We stay going up. So the people are very inviting, inside of Santo Domingo Este. It's a whole, it's a whole connected vibe. I've stayed in the Piantini area. I've stayed in Distrito Nacional, and I also stayed in Santo Domingo Este. And I got to say, out of all three of those locations, I had the most fun. I had the best time in Santo Domingo Este. I did the most walking in Santo Domingo Este because everything was in close proximity. Everything was walking distance away to have a good time. They had the Calmados. There was a Calmado 2 minutes away from the house where I could get everything I needed, from my cold Presidentes to my snacks and little whatnots. Smoking materials. For our prop and little stuff like that. Um, so yeah, one interesting fact about Dominican Republic, man, smoking the prop it ain't as glamorous over there as it is over here in the States. Um, they don't. I don't know, the empanada lady. She gave me the green light to fire up my prop, but I will say in Santo Domingo, in Dominican Republic, everybody ain't with it, man. So make sure you get permission if you're gonna be on that prop. But yeah, this our boy. His name Jeffrey, and he do got that auto detailing. So for anybody that's in Santo Domingo Este, you need that whip wiped down, man. Holla at your boy Jeffrey. He was real cool. Yeah, man, just another vibe of Santo Domingo Este, and they got a real nice property. You see how the auto detailing and the empanada stand is, connected within that same little area. And it looked like, I don't know, over there to the left, that might have been some type of little clubhouse or something. Now, the very best part of Santo Domingo Este was the nighttime activities. Right now, me and Queenie, we just posted up right here, maybe a 10-minute walk from our Airbnb, at one of the Calmados on the little strip. You know, this strip right here, man, it's maybe 10 Calmados, lining the whole strip on both sides. Most of them playing music, and it's just a lot of hustle bustle, just a lot of activity going on. So me and Queenie, man, we made the most out of this situation 2 nights in a row. We posted up, we pouring up our Presidente. We was doing our people watching. We was watching traffic. Just picking up on soaking up the culture, man. We soaking up the culture. We out here in the streets. And at the beginning of the day and the end of the day, for us in Nations Village, traveling is all about soaking up the culture. That's why we hopping on these planes. That's why we crossing these waters, so that we can go somewhere and soak up the culture. We not here to be vultures. We not here to uh, be vampires. Just sucking the life out of a place. Nah, man, we here to dive into the culture and soak up the culture, because once the more in tune with the culture you are, the better people you're gonna meet, the better time you're gonna have, the better experience you're gonna have, and that could lead to business endeavors, or something else in the future. And speaking on business opportunities, business ventures, the possibility of those type of things, Santo Domingo Este, as far as maybe having some real estate, maybe a rental property, or something in that area, man. That that's a great idea. It'll be cool to have a rental house out there, some nice, not too fancy, but with one or two amenities like a little pool, or jacuzzi, with a nice outside patio. Just being in Santo Domingo Este, it's gonna make that spot jump. You can enjoy it when you there, and when you're not there, shoot. some places will allow you to put the property on Airbnb while you're just renting it out, you know. So it's all kind of possibilities, but it's just the vibe in Santo Domingo Este, you know. Right now, we just strolling back from one of the Calmados, you know, after we got through chilling, people watching, talking our little stuff, whatever, you know. So we hitting this stroll back to the Airbnb. You see, traffic pretty steady, and you know, people out and about. We got 3 Haitianos right here. You know, I wish I knew Creole, because they was laughing, you know what I'm saying, having a good time, chopping it up, talking about whatever they was talking about. So yeah, it's just the vibes, and it was a few Haitians out there too, I noticed. When I was in the Caribbean Express early one day, I heard a couple of Haitians greeting each other with the bonjour. You know, it's like they look at each other and know who is a Haitian and who ain't. You know, so yeah, man, all that's cool. All the good vibes, all the good people, everything chill. So this was my first time in Santo Domingo Este, and our trips are never that long. You know, this trip was 5 days, 4 nights. So there's still plenty of things to do in Santo Domingo Este that we didn't get a chance to experience yet. You know, I want to go to the Malecon in Santo Domingo Este at nighttime, you know, and I also want to check out a discoteca or something in Santo Domingo Este, maybe, you know. So I do think the next time we in Santo Domingo, we definitely want to stay in Este. That's the place to be in our book, Nations Village. We gonna hit up Este. I think for most of the times that we are going to Santo Domingo, I just see the whole vibe. I just connect with everything that's going on in the area, you know?
Also,
What if that was what you call it doing?
who? Tracy? They haven't had no planned trip. They normally tell when they're gonna have a trip. But it look like they're playing dominoes too, so I know that's not no regular Jamaican music that any other people would play. It gotta be Jamaican. We reached the turning yet? Right here?
So there it is, Nations Village. Santo Domingo Este is the best. You want to stay there. You don't want to be square. Until the next video, y'all stay going up. We on the approach to the B&B.
We took the side of the house. Cause it,
Stuff gonna be coming up in there.
huh? Oh, it's flooding out here too. Look, a lot of water. Oh, I forgot the rags. They got wet.